Well, hello there. How are you? I hope you're good. Today I have a book review, so let's just jump right in. Ready, let's go. Miss Subways was released May 1st and is written by David Duchovny. Now, David Duchovny is most well known as portraying the beloved Fox Mulder of the X-Files, but an actor is not all that Duchovny is. He's much more. In fact, he's also a musician, a musician with 2 albums under his belt. Can you believe that? I had no idea that Duchovny could sing, and I personally haven't listened to his music, but I definitely plan to soon. He's also a director. Now, my favorite episode of The X-Files comes from season 6, and it's called The Unnatural. Guess who directed it? Take a guess. If you guessed Duchovny, you would be correct. He also wrote the episode as well, which I think is a good way for us to now segue into his writing, because Duchovny's also a writer, obviously, if you couldn't tell. Miss Subways is Duchovny's 3rd novel, his first being Holy Cow, which, as we all know, I was not really a fan of, and his 2nd novel is called Bucky Fucking Dent. Bucky Fucking Dent. It's what it's called. It's a great title, I think. Yeah. I haven't read that one, but I do plan to. I hear it's about baseball and a relationship between a father and a son of some sort. I haven't a clue, but I will check it out eventually. On another note, I feel that with people that are so well known, like Duchovny, there's this level of caution, maybe not caution, but just low expectations, right? I mean, it's written by a celebrity, basically, right? And you know I'm guilty of this, but whenever I see a book that's written by a celebrity, I often think, ooh, is that book gonna suck? Is it good? Is it ghostwritten? And I can't help but think that way because, I mean, you know, oftentimes they will not be that good. And but with Duchovny, I feel slightly different with him. And here's why. Duchovny has a master's in English literature from Yale. So in knowing that, I always thought, Fox Mulder, there's a writer in you. There's a writer in you, I just know it. And in reading Holy Cow, I was definitely let down, but I still wanted to believe in Duchovny. And with Miss Subways, I was not disappointed. I was pleasantly surprised. And in saying that, let's finally talk about Miss Subways. This is a modern take on Irish mythology, pulling from the story of Emer and Cuchulainn. I can't pronounce anything, I'm sorry guys. Our main character's name is Emer, and she's a New Yorker. She's often riding the subway, she always has a book in her hand, she's very intelligent, very smart, she has hopes and dreams, lots of aspirations, but most of her time is often put towards supporting her boyfriend Con, and her boyfriend has been working on this huge project for years and years, so a lot of time and energy is put into supporting her boyfriend, like I said. But she doesn't seem to mind because she's in love, she's happy, she's going through the motions of life, I guess. But her life changes abruptly one night when a doorman approaches her at her home, a doorman that she's never seen before. So is he really a doorman? But anyway, his name is Sid, and he says, hey, your boyfriend is about to die, gone forever, but you can save him. I'm going to give you a choice, 2 options. Either he dies and he's gone, or he can live. You can save him. But if he lives, you two will be separated forever. He won't remember you, you won't remember him, and that's that. Your love will be no more. So a deal is made, but deals are often broken, and what follows is a bizarre, so bizarre, but highly entertaining story filled with love, friendship, life choices. So many things are packed in this relatively short book, but I think that anyone who reads this will take something away from this. With that being said, Miss Subways is definitely not for everyone. This book is strange, and I think that's going to put off a lot of people, but to those that stick around to the end, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. That's not to say that this is a hard book to get through. It's not. It's not that long, and I read it in a little over a day, which is saying something because books usually take me at least 3 days to read, so I could not put this down. I think this is a really fast read because it's so dialogue heavy. Duchovny's writing is so humorous and witty, but I think it's also fair to say that his writing is incredibly thought-provoking. That's one thing I really liked about Holy Cow, all the questions he brought to the table. I don't think he executed it well, unfortunately, but with Miss Subways, he did. Why do we act the way that we act? Why do we make certain choices? Is what we just did good or bad? You know, sometimes these things are in our control, but sometimes they're completely out of our control. I'm trying to be as vague as possible as I can because I don't like to spoil, you know, books in my reviews, so if I'm not making any sense, sorry. But just so you know, these are subtle ideas that you might catch when reading this book. Another thing that I wanted to point out is that even though this book is bizarre and filled with all of these fantastical elements, magic, gods, fairies, blah blah, all that stuff, it still somehow feels so real. And I think the reason for that is because even though we have all of these, you know, mythological elements, they're kind of in the background while we're focusing in on our main characters instead. This is a character-driven story, and these people are so human. They're flawed. They're not perfect. They're just trying to find their way through the craziness that is life, and I think that's what I loved about the story the most. And with that, I think that sums up my thoughts. Like I said before, this definitely isn't for everyone, but I think if you're interested on a really strange retelling of Irish mythology, this could be for you, so check it out. Or if you really like David Duchovny, also check it out. I thought, honestly, that this was really special, and I'm really happy that I read this, so yeah. Miss Subways. In the comments below, if you've read this, I'd love to know. I would love words. I would love to know your thoughts, and if you haven't read this, are you interested? Let me know. Or we could just talk about the X-Files. I would love to gush about the X-Files, so we could do that. Yeah. I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.